was on Twitter. I kind of got away from Twitter for a little bit. I mean, Twitter can kind of be like a cesspool for like keyboard warriors and whatnot, but recently I've been getting a little bit more into Twitter and came across an interesting thread that was taught by Richard Hart. He was just kind of like putting something out there about some of, basically asking a question about favorite crypto personalities. I mean, he didn't really give his list, but kind of made me think a little bit. So I posted that a little bit in some of the Telegram groups and whatnot, and just kind of wanted to go over a little bit because I thought it was kind of interesting. So if you're still a little bit new into crypto, I think it's I think for the very minimum, I really think you should know who these people are. So if you don't know who some of these people are on this list, you should check them out. All of them have a presence on YouTube except for one, which is one guy is specific to Twitter, and I'll go over that in a little bit. But so there's the list is in the description below. Basically, starting at the top, my favorite YouTuber in kind of the crypto sphere, and he kind of like he sets the tone. In a sense, for me and my mindset is the Dollar Vigilante, or Jeff Berwick, and he is basically an anarchist in a way. He's very much trying to empower people in crypto, and he doesn't necessarily talk as much about crypto, about like you know how to do different things with it. He's kind of more talking about kind of more the philosophical or over implications of the crypto sphere. So I really enjoy like watching a lot of his videos. A lot of these people are guys that I have like the notifications enabled. I want to know when some of these guys are doing new videos and whatnot. And so I really like Dollar Vigilante. Like he just recently did a video where he was going, because it's tax day, so the April 15th, and is basically saying is like you're not a man if you're paying taxes. Like that was kind of his stance, and he's like, I know that sounds like controversial, but hear me out. And he goes into why, you know, he kind of has some of these belief systems. So as far as like live streamers, like guys getting on and kind of doing what I'm doing, that will interact with their audience a little bit. I put two down there. So Richard Hart is a guy I have a lot of respect for. I learn things when I listen to his streams. Some of his streams are really long, and but they'll put like timestamps on there. And there's some really interesting stuff in terms of like how he goes into and gives a very strong position on a particular topic. So I really enjoy hearing what he's got to say on different things. And he's also kind of like a big shit talker. So he will you know openly challenge just about anyone and debate anyone on just about any topic. And he has a very strong personality when it comes to that. Also crypto. Now crypto's kind of like he's one of the first YouTubers that was in the space talking about crypto. So like basically way back, if you kind of go back to like, gosh, I'm not even really sure. I want to say like 2015, 2016 or so was kind of right around, like there was no one really like talking about crypto, at least like really publicly. Like there wasn't really crypto YouTubers back then. But he was on there. And for me, it was really hard in the beginning to watch a lot of his content, because he is a little bit over technical, or at least was in the beginning. He's gotten a lot better, and it's a lot easier to listen to him on certain things. But he still kind of has he has a little bit more of that technical background, but he interacts a little bit more with his audience. He'll answer questions, and he kind of gets into the news a little bit. He's kind of more of like a news guy, but I put him as more of like a live streamer. Price Guys. Now, Price Guys is like, there's a lot of people that talk about price, and that's kind of like the Twitter sphere is like, there's a lot of people that will get into doing technical analysis, these sort of things. But when you get into YouTubers, I mean, the way I'm kind of looking at it is like entertainment, and so that's why like I've always enjoyed watching Trevon James's crypto weather when he's kind of getting in there and doing like different things on the different altcoins. Like he cracks me up. So he also knows his stuff. Like again, like Trevon is one of the guys that's been in crypto the longest. So, you know, him and myself, like other guys that were involved with BitConnect, like we're gonna take like heavy criticism, you know, for getting or supporting, you know, a platform that a lot of people lost money in, you know, but he's really kind of branched out and he's doing kind of his own thing. But like I really like his kind of crypto weather report. Like I want to see him get more into doing that. And then the other guy I put on there was CryptoFace. So I talk to CryptoFace every now and then, but he's I would say he's one of the top like BitMEX YouTubers. Like he'll get on and do a live stream and he'll kind of like stay on or whatever, but he knows his stuff. Like a lot of these price guys, they can be wrong. So like no one's like has some sort of magical compass and they know exactly when some of these when some of these price trends are gonna go. But he does really know his stuff, and I've learned a lot from kind of watching his streams. You know, perhaps I'll get a little bit more into doing technical analysis, you know, pricing trends and that sort of thing. I was trying to get into a little bit more, but I like watching his stuff. So news guys, so guys that will get in and kind of talk about some of the trending topics. I put two guys. I put Sunny Decree and Crypto Lark. Sunny Decree is, you know, both of us kind of started our channels around the same time, and he's more of I would say he's kind of more of like a Bitcoin maximalist, and he talks quite a bit about Bitcoin and Bitcoin's price. But he's entertaining. He puts a lot of effort into his research and his content and his videos, and he sometimes like it can be a little bit difficult to listen to because he has like kind of a heavy accent. I think he's like an Austrian accent. I'm not 100% on that, but he's entertaining. I like watching him. His videos are pretty good, and he also brings a lot of good content in terms of research, and his opinions are pretty spot on for the most part. Crypto Lark is another guy I really like. He's from New Zealand, and he also is like, I don't know how to like describe him in a sense. He's kind of like this nice guy that talks about like anarchist point of views in a sense. So it's I always enjoy hearing Crypto Lark's takes on certain things. You know, I don't watch all his streams, but they're like, I've gotten in and watched some of his streams, and it's like he is on point on a lot of stuff, and I really like hearing his opinion on a lot of different topics. Meme guys. Okay, so this is the one guy that's kind of exclusive to Twitter, is CryptoCobain. So he kind of has like the Kurt Cobain branding, I guess, in a sense, but his wit is great. Like he's funny, and he's almost kind of like a meme guy in just like the wit, like just the way he views certain things. Like he doesn't necessarily make memes per se, but like he has great wit when it comes to the crypto space. So like because I haven't been as much into Twitter, I don't follow him as much, but he's funny. And the other guy, Crypto Daily. Crypto Daily is kind of like a news guy / meme guy. He does kind of more meme like reviews and things of that nature. So Crypto Daily is like, he's been in the space quite a while. He's got a really good following, and his videos are entertaining. You know, he puts quite a bit of effort into his videos, and so it's good to kind of hear his takes on certain things. And he's not like one really to he'll talk about controversial topics without really attacking someone. So it's interesting to kind of see what he's got to say. This was like the tech girl, tech guy. There's not a whole lot of women in crypto, but Crypto Tips makes phenomenal videos, and she's also kind of like a traveler, I guess, in a sense, like me. Like she does videos where she has like a really good background, and will really dive into topics, and she explains it so well, and she really kind of breaks it down. Now, for somebody that is very familiar with crypto, a lot of her stuff is maybe a little bit too basic, but for most people, crypto can be a very complex and complicated topic. And I really encourage you to kind of check out even her older videos. Her older videos are still great. Like she breaks things down so well, and I really enjoy. Also, like one of the things I really like about her is she does also kind of have some of those anarchist kind of point of views. So she's pretty active on Twitter on giving like her opinion on certain things. So it's I like hearing what she's got to say. And then the other guy would be like Ivan on Tech, who's more of like a developer, but he will also dive into technical topics. He does kind of other collab sessions with other YouTubers and things like that. So Ivan on Tech definitely knows his stuff. I signed up for his programmer course. I still have access to that. I should dive into that a little bit more, because I kind of got away from that. But another guy that really knows his stuff. Drama guys. So the two guys I've got on there are that Martini guy and the Oracle. So that Martini guy is a guy that is entertaining. He makes really entertaining videos, and he will go and attack guys that are doing that. A guy like Superman, like he's really gotten into it with Superman. He's gone after other. He's not intimidated to like go after people and talk about people, and he's got really great sense of wit. And the Oracle is a very controversial guy. Now there's a lot of people called the Oracle, so we're talking about Frank here. Now a lot of people have some controversial opinions about Frank. Think he's a scammer. He's gotten into a lot of platforms that have scammed out, but he does tend to have a niche for getting into like the fast money programs. So he'll get into a lot of different platforms that make money fast, and it's not sustainable in a sense. And because of that, it creates a lot of drama, and a lot of that can be directed towards him. And he does have this like Brooklyn vibe about himself, and he's a great shit talker. So I enjoy kind of hearing some of his perspectives and takes on certain things. I don't necessarily follow him into a lot of the platforms he's getting into, but I like hearing his perspective. I like hearing what he's got to say, and he's also been around a long time, so he's experienced in a sense. So a lot of people that are quick to kind of criticize a guy like the Oracle, but don't understand that like he's been in the space a long time as well. So he does do some things that are I don't know, maybe not like disingenuous in a sense, but I just kind of, I guess I kind of take people for what they are. I try to see the good and the bad, and I think one of the things about him, he's kind of like this alpha male personality in the crypto sphere, and kind of a very beta male niche or space. So. Law guys, so Andreas Antonopoulos and McAfee. So Andreas Antonopoulos is in terms of like, if you're going to look at a lot of the people in the crypto sphere, he's got to be in your top 3 of like people that you should be understanding his perspectives on what he's doing in certain things. But Andreas Antonopoulos is one of the original guys talking about crypto. In like 2013, when I got into crypto, initially when the price pumped to over $1,000, and even a little bit before then, he was the first really guy that was out there talking about crypto, and he had the very kind of serious demeanor about himself, and he's very forthcoming on understanding how the implications of crypto on the space as a whole. And how that can be interpreted in terms of banking laws and things of that nature. So I kind of wrapped him up in that category. And then McAfee. Now McAfee's a very controversial character. He cracks me up. He's kind of in a whole league of his own, in a sense, like running for president, but essentially on the run for having a lot of different agencies or whatever that are coming at him with different claims, and he just actively mocks them and challenges them. So let me check in with the chat a little bit. I know I've been kind of talking a little bit. Andreas Antonop is crypto wisdom god, period. Isn't that bastard crypto one of the Oracle's channels? Yeah, I guess that would be his main channel. So, oh, that bastard crypto's on here. Oracle, good to see you on here. I'm gonna go into Nocoiner. So, like my Nocoiner that I put on here was Carlos Matos. So he's probably the biggest meme in crypto. You know, with the fallout of BitConnect. He recently posted a video where he's kind of like changed his life, and he's like he's getting into like Latin dancing and Zumba, and he's lost a lot of weight. But it's interesting to kind of follow his journey. He's still very positive. He's an interesting character. And I put on here the most wanted. So I was asking this a little bit in my Telegram chat, because I was like, the most wanted guy in crypto is Satish with BitConnect. Like everyone wants to know where that guy is, and he's kind of like, I'm pretty sure he's like a hermit, you know, somewhere. But he's probably he's got to be one of the most wanted guys in India for kind of what happened and what went down. And then the other guy would be Glenn Arcaro, who was also like the U.S. representative. I mean, both those guys are absconding, and you know, people we don't want to know where those guys are, and I'm sure we're going to hear from those guys again at some point. So Glenn's got very expensive legal teams that are defending him, you know, with his role in BitConnect, and Satish is just he's just on the run. So now Satish has a family. You know, Glenn doesn't, so those can be kind of looked at a little bit differently. Developers, I put the developers as Vitalik and Charles Hoskinson. So Vitalik is an interesting character. It's just he kind of has his own personality, wearing the unicorn T-shirts and just like he just kind of has this weird vibe. Like I've posted a bunch of memes about him. Like he's kind of, I don't know, he kind of has this. Like he can have this like evil demeanor about him sometimes, and I don't know. I think it's interesting. And then Charles Hoskinson is a guy that gets a little bit more technical, but he gets on there and he does streams and he does live streams and talks about very complicated topics, and it's always refreshing, I feel like, to kind of hear some of his developments. Now, both those guys were founders of Ethereum, where Charles Hoskinson has basically gotten off and he's done more of his own project with Cardano. And then founder, in terms of founder, I put Satoshi. So Satoshi is a little bit more of a guy that like still has that mystique about him. You know, there's been a lot of criticism with you know, fake Satoshi with Craig Wright and getting you know, Satoshi, like Bitcoin Cash, Satoshi's Vision delisted from Binance, where you know that just like plummeted the price. But perhaps we'll hear from Satoshi at some point. So I don't know. Let me check in with chat a little bit. What was Oracle going on about? Now there's a lot of people, like smaller personalities. Like these are kind of more major personalities, and like I did a bunch of streams. I want to say like the summer of 2018, where I went into like 100,000 subscriber based YouTubers. I went like kind of mid range. I did a big series of that, but I was also like doing a lot of like the FOMO 3D project at the time, and kind of the P3D. That was kind of like what I was in. I took those videos down. I think I'm going to come back and do some of that. I like coming back and circling around, and also I like promoting and talking about smaller YouTubers, so YouTubers with under 1,000 subscriber bases. There's a lot of really interesting and engaging personalities out there, and I think it really helps the overall space as a whole when you kind of branch out and you find other different people in crypto that kind of maybe cater a little bit more to your taste. So, but these guys that I mentioned, I feel like you should at least know who they are or have a general concept of these guys. Like these guys are pioneers in a sense in crypto. So, Crypto Face, what's going on, man? You made my list. Crypto Face over here in China. Yeah, I think that there's an element when you're getting into crypto that people get behind different personalities, like people they like, people they feel like they have a little bit of they can relate to different people. So there's a lot of YouTubers that are in my Telegram chat, so I'll put that link in the description below. I feel like I steer a little, or I like communicating and talking with crypto YouTubers in a sense, because they have a higher, it's a higher level of conversation in a sense, and if I know and watch a lot of these guys' videos, like I know a little bit more about where they're coming from, and I can kind of relate to those guys a little bit. But yeah, this is my list. I'm interested. Leave your thoughts and comments in the description below. I'm curious to hear what your list is. Maybe take my list and do your own, and let me know what you think. I mean, I may have a completely different list, a year from now or 2 years from now. But I like kind of getting in and talking about some of these. I think it's interesting you're talking about the drama guys, right? And Oracle's on here, and I don't know what he said, but apparently he got banned. Oracle loves to talk shit. So I like guys that have strong personalities and make me laugh, make me crack up. But yeah, that's my list for today. I'm still kind of looking at a bunch of different things, and there's a lot of drama going on right now in like the earnings platform space. I mean, part of that is like me coming out and doing videos, and other people everyone's kind of attacking each other in a sense. But there's there's some really interesting and engaging personalities in this space. I mean, Truce is on here. Truce is a kind of a skit guy. Like he has a different, like he's building his he's building something that's a little bit different. Like you don't see a whole lot of like crypto YouTubers doing things like skits. So like he has his own like niche, and like I support that. Like I want to see like creativity. Like I'm very supportive of guys that are kind of branching out and doing some different things. So because one of my criticisms with some of the stuff that we've seen, like we've seen like with a few of these different platforms, these earning style platforms that are trying to get some younger new YouTubers into the space. A lot of these guys don't show their face. They don't. They're kind of dry and bland. You kind of know that they're just getting paid for their time or whatnot. And like I want to see a little bit, and I've even challenged some of the people in those groups to grow, to branch out, do something a little bit new, try some different things. And there's also kind of like not everyone's really comfortable like getting on camera and showing their face. And I've kind of been dealing with that with a few people I'm helping here in the Philippines, trying to get started doing videos, doing crypto content. And I think there's a little bit of that like public, public speaking is like the #1 fear for a lot of people, like getting up in front of a crowd and talking, and there's a certain element of that with the crypto space. And you're also dealing with people that enjoy going out and harassing and doxing people. We're kind of seeing that in a sense with a few people recently that just they have a little bit of a kind of a sick fascination with kind of harassing and doxing other people, you're going to get a little bit of that in crypto. Like if you're putting yourself out there and you're putting your face on camera and you're talking about certain things with fair use laws and things like that, like people can and will come after people. And a lot of times it's more of like a ploy to bring attention to whatever project or something they're doing, and you kind of see that in a sense is like, especially with BitConnect, like there were so many people that were attacking BitConnect to bring attention to themselves or causing drama to bring attention to what they were doing. And there's we're even seeing that kind of happen right now with maybe platforms that are struggling, maybe not doing as well, and they because it's kind of tied in with money, people are can get very vile and evil when it comes to losing money. So anyways, that's my list. That's all I have for you guys today. Again, I'm curious what you guys' thoughts are. Leave them in the comment section below. Get in my chat group. Post your thoughts on Twitter. I'm also on Discord a little bit in there, so I'm curious to hear what you guys' thoughts are. All right, guys, appreciate y'all staying online. Catch you guys on the next one.